Get ready for the Day of Judgment quiz. Let's go! Which major event signals the beginning of the Day of Judgment? The blowing of the trumpet. What is the Arabic word for Day of Resurrection? Qiyamah. What is the Islamic belief regarding the Day of Judgment? It is a day where people will be resurrected and held accountable for their deeds. Which surah in the Quran is named after the Day of Judgment? Surah Al-Qiyamah. What is the name of the bridge that every individual must cross on the Day of Judgment? As-Sirat. Who will blow the trumpet to announce the Day of Judgment? Israfil. Believing in the Day of Judgment is one of the 6 pillars of faith. Who will return to defeat the Dajjal? Isa alayhi salam. What is another name for the Day of Judgment in Arabic? All of the above. Which of the following surahs talks about the Day of Judgment? Surah Al-Qiyamah. On the Day of Qiyamah, people will stand in front of Allah. How many times will the trumpet be blown at the end of time? Twice. What is Barzakh? A phase between death and resurrection in the hereafter. What is the name of the scales that weigh one's deeds on the Day of Judgment? Al-Mizan. who will be given special intercession on the Day of Judgment. Prophets. What is the ultimate goal of a Muslim in relation to Akhirah? To attain paradise and avoid hellfire. What is the Day of Judgment described in terms of its duration? As 50,000 years. What is the central event that will take place on the Day of Judgment? The resurrection of all human beings. Which one of these is one of the major signs of the Day of Judgment in Islam? The appearance of Mahdi. What is the highest level of paradise? Jannat al-Firdaus. On the Day of Judgment, there will be 7 types of people that will receive shade. Which word will be written on the Dajjal's forehead? Kafir. Who will come from Mecca and work together with Isa alayhi salam to unite the Muslims? Mahdi. How long will Dajjal live on earth? For 40 days. On the Day of Judgment, in which direction the sun will rise? From the west. What does the word Dajjal mean in English? The deceiver. What is the role of angels, Munkar and Nakir in the Day of Judgment? They will question the deceased. What happens to the physical body of the deceased on the Day of Judgment? They will be resurrected. Which group of people will receive their book of deeds in their right hand on the Day of Judgment? the righteous. What will happen with the blowing of the trumpet on the Day of Judgment? Everyone will fall dead except whom Allah wills. What does akhirah mean in Islam? The world to come, the hereafter. What are the two possible destinations in the hereafter? Heaven and hell. What is the duration of the hereafter in comparison to this worldly life? The hereafter is eternal, while this worldly life is temporary. What determines success in the afterlife? Faith in only one God and performing good deeds. What does Yawm al-Qiyamah mean? The Day of Judgment. What will happen to the moon as a sign of the Day of Judgment? It will split into two halves. On the Day of Judgment, there will be 7 types or categories of people that will receive which of the following? Shade. On what day will the Day of Judgment be established? Friday. What is one of the minor signs of the Day of Judgment? The widespread increase in earthquakes. What is the significance of the appearance of Dajjal in Islam? He's an evil false messiah who deceives people. What will happen to the Euphrates River as a sign of the Day of Judgment? It will dry up, revealing a mountain of gold. Which prophet will be given the honor of interceding for the greatest number of people on the Day of Judgment? Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who will spread corruption and chaos before the Day of Judgment. يأجوج ومأجوج. Which of the following will be weighted on the scales of justice on the Day of Judgment? The deeds of individuals. Which prophet will come down from heaven, lead the Muslims during the events leading up to the Day of Judgment? Prophet Isa alayhi salam. How many did you get? Comment down below and make sure to like and subscribe. Assalamu alaykum.